as someone living in Nigeria, as a Nigerian living in Nigeria, we pretend a lot in this country. We pretend that we are, first of all, we pretend a lot that we are one. We try to paint a picture of unity. We try to portray unity on the outside, but deep down inside us, we know we are not. Now, I go out every day on daily basis in one or two engagements. Something has to remind me that I am from my tribe, that I am different from the person I'm having an engagement with, or I'm different from the person I'm, beside me. So, but we don't really give that a lot of thought. Now, the reason why I'm making this video is not just that, but I just needed to set that straight. Now, I, what I want to talk about is the election. Election in this country is actually not an election. It's just a contest among tribes to fight for seats of power, to fight for who stays at the top, to fight for control. It's just like a contest. And when that is the case, people will do all sorts of things. Definitely there will be violence. People will do all sorts of things to secure that power, to secure the win. So, assuming, just imagine in a situation whereby we all understand that, yeah, we know our differences. I don't expect a Yoruba man to behave entirely like an Hausa man. I don't expect an Hausa man to behave entirely like an Igbo man. I don't expect an Igbo man to behave entirely like an Ijaw man. I don't expect an Ijaw to behave entirely like an Ibibio, or Isoko, Yorubo, and so on and so forth. So we must understand our differences. Then, only then we can work on how to, you know, live with each other, to relate each other. So imagine in a scenario where this understanding has been established and there is peace among ourselves, knowing, being fully aware of our differences. Then imagine a scenario where we conduct election on this, in such an environment, in such an atmosphere, that is where there will be peaceful election. That is where people will go out with the intention they are going to vote for the best, not with the intention that your best must not necessarily be my best. Okay, you might have your own, preferred person. Same, I might have my own preferred candidate, different from yours. But at least going out there, we are going out with the intention that we're just gonna do the business of the day and go home and wait for the result to be announced. But until that is actualized, until that understanding that we are different people, but we have to be together for common interests, where we understand where we understand our differences, but still mean business of staying together. You know what I mean? We come from the same family. It doesn't matter whether you are from the core north, core east, core south, core west, no matter what. We come from the same family, which is the African race, the black race. We should have that at the back of our mind while acknowledging the fact that, yes, we are different in various ways. Peace.